have been asked by many of my friends here on YouTube to speak about the event predicted on October the 14th, 2008. The information has been channeled by the Federation of Light that a huge lightship will be visible in our skies for 3 days on the 14th of October. Now, I have spoken to the collective consciousness of 9 about this event. Although my information from them is somewhat different to the original channel who received this information, this does not mean that the original channel is in any way wrong. The 9 have specifically confirmed that this channel is genuinely receiving information from the light, yet each channel interprets that information differently, and there is a very good reason for this. Everything past the one pure source energy is a distortion of reality, and therefore is presented as metaphor, and there are layers upon layers of metaphors within metaphors. An original message from light, presented in a way that third density thinkers can understand, is genuine and correct. However, one can look deeper into these messages and decipher more understandings from the original metaphor. Metaphors exist within the mind and therefore can manifest within third density reality. Now, I saw on a forum the other day someone had commented how all channelers seem to have a get out clause, saying things like, nothing is set in stone, or this may or may not occur, to protect themselves in case they get it wrong. I might explain that this is not the case. A genuine channel working for the light is not interested in getting messages right or wrong. They're not interested in how they might look foolish if their prediction is not true. A person who is hung up on what others might think would not be standing in balance enough to be able to channel. Therefore, these genuine channels of light are only interested in delivering their messages. They do not work with get-out clauses. Therefore, the statement, nothing is set in stone, is absolutely correct, for we are dealing with multi-dimensional quantum realities of infinite possibility. We are dealing with infinite timelines, and statements like nothing is set in stone is a channeled message to bring forward understanding regarding a prediction set to occur on a certain date. So, with all this taken into consideration, is there a timeline where a huge UFO is seen in our skies on the 14th of October 2008 for 3 days? The answer to this is a categorical yes. There is most definitely a timeline where this occurs on that date. Will this timeline manifest? Now this is up to humanity. The date, October the 14th, has been given to the original channel as an act of faith from the light, not as an actual definite. That act of faith is presented to us perhaps as a window in time, meaning that the timeline is there for us to manifest if it is what we as a collective family on Earth want. Also, the entire channeled message regarding the October 14th sighting is a lesson for us to learn from. To learn that we as a collective family can bring forward anything into our third density reality that we want. This 14th of October sighting is not to be viewed as a saviour outside of ourselves showing itself to us. This potential huge lightship, which in actuality exists in reality, is already in our skies. This lightship is part of us. It is directly connected to us, for it is existing in our future and is at one with our own DNA. So, the question is not whether a ship will show itself on the 14th of October or not, as if it is completely out of our hands. The question is, do we want this sighting of this huge ship? Are we truly ready, as a collective, for the family of light to show themselves to us? And if we do want this, and we are ready, then it is up to us to create this reality. Therefore, if this is what you want, then you would use the law of attraction to manifest it, by knowing the ship will show up on the 14th of October, and then simply letting that knowledge go in faith and in trust. Confusions, discussions, discrediting and dismissing of this 14th of October event will create more of the same. The message itself is here for a reason, and it is not just here to tell us of this event. The message itself is delivered to us to raise our consciousness, and how we react to that is vital. The Lightship, huge though it may be, is a metaphor for a truer reality. Yet this Lightship is fully able to come into our field of vision. This Lightship, indeed this fleet of Lightships, has been there surrounding our planet for a very long time. Why are they there? Because we called them to us. We called them to us with our collective consciousness, as we call every experience to us, both individually and collectively. About the 14th of October sighting, the 9 tell me, the Lightships are there in our skies. They are connected to the thoughts and wishes and hopes of humanity. They are indeed higher self-consciousness aspects of humanity. They could be referred to as us in the future. First contact individually has already occurred. It is first contact globally that has not occurred yet. This first contact globally shall be in response to the consciousness level of humanity. And discernment must be used, as dark workers will try to counteract everything that the light brings in, yet they are currently failing in this. So I use the phrase, "the future is not set in stone," to explain the fact that there are so many quantum timelines. Therefore, any vision or message regarding future events is just one possible future and may or may not manifest. However, the channel and the message are genuine, and the message is real when viewed from one perspective. This does not mean this will manifest in actuality. The higher light beings who love us will not just hand this sighting to us on a plate. We need to learn from this predicted message and learn from the possible event. We shall learn globally regardless of whether this ship shows itself, and therefore the message has already done its job. But if you truly want this ship to appear in your skies on October the 14th, then you manifest this. The higher the collective consciousness of humanity is, then the higher the probability of the 14th of October 2008 sighting timeline being moved into our nearest future point is. I would like to add that a request for a meditation has been put out for October the 14th, and a video entitled "Fight for Our World, Uniting Our Minds," released by YouTube user TruthSpeaker74, can be viewed here on YouTube regarding the meditation. Regardless of whether the 14th of October UFO sighting timeline is manifested or not, the Lightships are there, and every thought of them is communication with them. We need to go forward with joy in our hearts, and this 14th of October meditation is highly recommended. So please view the video, "Fight for Our World, Uniting Our Minds."